Hi, my name is Harrison Holcomb, and I'm the author of a book about how we can unlock the potential of the nonprofit sector to be even more effective in rising to the increasingly complex challenges that we face in the 21st century. This book explores the intersection between nonprofits, their funders, and their beneficiaries, and how to build trust, remove barriers, and increase impact. This book really isn't the story necessarily of how to make any given nonprofit successful. It's not. This book is really about telling the story of how to create a thriving ecosystem of nonprofits, how to make sure that communities have all of the nonprofit resources that they need, and that those resources are healthy, are integrated, are woven together into a fabric that's supportive of the community as a whole. One of the things that really has inspired me as I've been working on this book and creating it, and that I hope will inspire readers of the book, is all of the innovation and dynamism that exists in the nonprofit sector. There are so many new nonprofits with important ideas, and I think that there are also many established nonprofits that are willing to break new ground, try new things, and evolve their models. Unfortunately, in the present day, there are a lot of barriers, unfortunately largely related to issues of equity, that I think can stifle that innovation. You know, much like other parts of the economy, the nonprofit sector is one that does favor larger, more established nonprofits over those innovators. And one of the things that I think will be essential to the future of the nonprofit sector is creating systems, structures, and tools that allow innovative organizations to thrive, to develop, to raise the money that they need, and to sustain themselves in the long run. I think that this book is an important story to tell because nonprofits are so essential in shaping our communities. If you're watching this video, you've probably interacted with at least 3 nonprofits today. Whether it's, you know, the doctor that you took your kid to, whether it's the PTA at your child's school, whether it's visiting a park that's maintained by a nonprofit, going to an art museum, or even getting your COVID test or COVID shot. Nonprofits have played a role in all of those processes. They are truly an essential part of almost every aspect of American life, but particularly they're an essential part of the safety net. They weave the fabric of the safety net for millions of Americans. The book is called Amplifying Impact, and I was inspired to write it by my own career in the nonprofit sector over the past 11 years, as well as all of the other people that I've had the opportunity to meet in those 11 years, from donors to nonprofits that I've worked at, volunteers, the clients and participants in the programs that the nonprofits have provided. But it's also to make sure that their voices are part of the larger conversation about the nonprofit sector. I hope that this book will serve as an invitation for other folks that are truly close to the work, who depend on nonprofits for essential services, who provide those services at nonprofits, to join that conversation. I hope that for readers of this book, if you are someone who works in the nonprofit sector, that you'll see some of your experiences reflected in the stories that I share, the observations that I make. And if you're someone who's been a volunteer or more involved as a citizen or a donor, that this book will bring a new perspective and a new insight into how the nonprofit sector functions. My name is Harrison Holcomb, and I'm the author of Amplifying Impact: Unlocking Innovation, Equity, and Capacity in Nonprofits.